My opinion is mine. It's legal in all states, as far as I'm aware. It was not an opportunity to try to slander him or to clown on him. I have reached out to him. I have no response just yet, but I'm not keen to talk about people or to them through a screen. I prefer to talk to people directly. But I will say this: the young man is very talented. He's been able to be very successful with that talent, and I have no issue with his success or anything that he's been able to achieve as a result of his talent. I do feel that some of the criticism that he's received in the past has been mean-spirited and unfair. So I don't want to participate in that. And if I was perceived to be harsh or mocking or taunting, that is not my intention. And Drake, if you're watching or if you come across this, that's not my intention, brother. I've never had no issue with you. I don't know you well enough to even have any sort of issue with you in that regard. Nonetheless, it's not sacrilegious to have a critique or an opinion of a public figure, particularly one of that magnitude in current modern culture. It was a question that I was asked, and I answered it as earnestly and as diplomatically as I possibly could. Forgive my Brooklyn.
The legendary Mos Def is walking back some comments that he recently made about the boy Drizzy Drake during an interview. Mos Def said, Drake is pop to me in the sense of like if I was in Target and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping or shopping with an edge in certain instances. So many products, so many SKUs. I love this mall. Look at this place. They have everything. Mos Def question, what happens when this thing collapses? Nobody wants to talk about what happens when the columns start buckling. Are we not in some of the early stage of that at this present hour? Are we seeing the collapse of the empire? Where's the message that I can use? What's in it for your audience, a part of being and banging the pom-poms? Yeah, personally, I never like when legends or people that are a part of something legendary walk back comments. I never want my legends to apologize. That's just me personally. I think Yassine Bey has paid his dues to be able to say whatever the heck he wants. But we live in a very different time nowadays. Y'all know 106 in Park used to be like a real thing. And I was a kid and I would literally race to the TV every day around 5 or 6 in the evening time to watch 106 in Park. The reason why I bring that up is because interviews used to hit on 106 in Park, whether it be AJ and Free, and I'd even give Roxy and Terrence some credit, and Tigger as well. Interviews used to hit on 106 in Park or shows like The Basement. And why I bring that up is because people said stuff on these interviews, but because it was before social media, those comments didn't live with us, stick around. You can see something go viral today, it can go viral 6 months from now, 2 years from now, 4 years from now. The power of content and the space that we're in right now, the way we digitally consume stuff at different times is just so important right now. It's the reason why Boosie's charging Vlad TV literally $20,000 per interview right now. I'm telling y'all real thing. I'm telling y'all behind the scenes because I've reached out to many artists. Some of them are hitting me back with charging fees. Now, I'm not paying it. I don't care to tell you a story that much. But the reality is we're in a time where content is starting to take over the forefront. It's why businesses are being made. Have you seen Shannon Sharp's podcast lately? Clearly, there's a lot of money being invested in that bad boy. Content is key, and what's being said is calculated and strategized. And when people do interviews versus when they don't, it's all a marketing scheme. It didn't used to feel that way back in the day. I don't want to say back in the day like I'm too old. I'll be 30 in a couple days time here. But what I'm saying is content is key. Content is king. And even a guy like Mos Def doesn't want to go to a show because he recently performed in Paris and they tore his ass up. All those damn Drake fans called him a hater. They said he was a hypocrite for performing at a fashion show after he went out of his way to say Drake was pop and not rap. They were like, yo, well, performing at a Paris fashion show is a pretty popish type of move you're seeing. So you get not wanting to be criticized by a million Drake stans that are like 14 years old. Some of them older than that. They don't shower often. Like, you don't want to deal with that every day, even if you're a legend like Mos Def and you got this damn phone in your hand. If you got this phone in your hand, say what you want, you care. You care about what people are saying about you, even if you're Mos Def. It clearly took him to a place where he apologized. And I did think he got into, you know, when you're in an interview, you feel good. Give the credit to the interviewer for making you seem Bay feel good and getting him to start making target jokes about Drake. And after that, I'm sure Mos Def was like, man, okay, that was fun in all games, but I might bump into this dude, or this dude's gonna drop music again. And y'all know how childish the boy gets. There will be a Drake jab. There will be a most definitely jab in the direction of Yassine Bey at some point soon. Y'all know it's coming. Yassine's like, yo, I'm a real person in the real world, got to deal with this type of stuff. And apparently he didn't want to do it. He walks back some of the comments that he made, or at least apologized to how they came across about Drake. Y'all let me know, do y'all agree with Mos Def's original comments that Drake is more pop than rap? Time, love, and support is what your boy will never take for granted. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing.
Why build theirs when I believe I can build my own?
You've already done it, or I wouldn't be here.
I'm already the only elite sports and music journalist in the game today. My goal is simple, to be the best there's ever been. So please don't go. Make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. It truly means everything to me. I tell stories. I talk music. I cover sports. I am culture. I am FERRO.